The shadows loom long and dark, the mountain black as night. In mourning, as the strange pale men end the short but immensely productive life of Kaiuakapak, he whose yearning for greatness lashed this city to his shoulders and carried it upwards, who only ever asked for Enti to warm his brow as he worked, in the streams or fields or brickyards. Kaiuakapak made a deal with the strange men. He gave his life so that we may live ours, free, but under the new rule of these men from distant lands. Kukulkan bid me to join the ranks of the priesthood. The pantheon of Paititians is a patchwork of several cultures. I'll need to study their rituals, their beliefs, and learn how we can use their own gods against them. The ones from across the water are devious and intelligent. I do not doubt the city will soon be united under the control of Kukulkan. This is Tonatiuh, the sun god and ruler of the Aztec heaven, which they called Tolan. He was literally the sun itself, the fifth one in fact, presiding over the fifth age after the 4 previous suns had perished. The Aztecs believed they had to sacrifice to him regularly, or else he would refuse to move across the sky. He was strongly associated with eagles, unsurprisingly, and was often depicted wearing their feathers and carrying weapons such as arrows and shields or instruments specifically created for human sacrifice. The city's priests, or shamans, if we mean to differentiate between the heathens and those who toil in the Lord's light, were the first to come forward, the first to listen, to hear of the state of the outside world. And thereupon, several of them felt completely cheated and begged to be baptized. They reasoned rightly their worship and trust was misplaced in the traditional deities of these lands. For as one stated, if your God has brought you here, across the world, then he truly must be the most powerful, and only a fool would not bow to such a being. We will teach these shamans English, and have them teach the population of Paititi. That black and yellow stripe across his face marks this as Tezcatlipoca, a very important god to the Aztecs. Let's see if I can remember everything he was associated with. Jaguars, hurricanes, the night winds, the night sky, earth, the north, sorcery, beauty, temptation, leadership, war, strife, interpersonal conflict in general, and of course obsidian and divination. His right foot is often replaced with a piece of reflective obsidian, which the Aztecs used as mirrors, and these mirrors figured in shamanic rituals and prognostication. Tezcatlipoca literally means smoking mirror. In an effort to reduce the possibility of disease entering Paititi, Emperor Shika hereby temporarily bans all citizens from exiting the city. Anyone currently beyond the city's limits will not be authorized to re-enter. Paititi is still recovering from a recent epidemic, and any other outbreaks could tip the already precarious balance. By order of the cult of Kukulkan. In order to not upset an already delicately balanced situation, all members of Trinity will adhere to the following rules. Limit excursions in the city. If leaving the compound is unavoidable, always wear the cultist uniform. Do not carry modern weapons. Avoid direct contact with Paititians when possible. Wife of Enki, daughter of Viracocha and mother of the founders of the Incan Empire. Likely another artifact extorted from the people of Paititi by the cult. Another group of children is on their way from Khan, traveling via steamship. Of the 10 I have sent, please keep a close eye on the one called Amaru. He shows the greatest promise. However, he is prone to bouts of sullenness and often complains about missing his brother. I suggest a special curriculum be created for this one, something that will keep him too occupied to be homesick.
Mata sentu.
Talimako, umachmako, che.
Hankopek la kop.
Hachel ujustal tujich okjo, hachmalo ujipahal, hachko, hel ezekele kio. Hachinata mito.
The Paititians who wrote this believed that something called the Yashil lived beneath Paititi. According to this record, these beings are strongest during astrological events, which is consistent with the legends, but they also attack and feed on humans, but that's not the behavior that usually appears in the stories. From this description, what they call the Yashil is the same type of creature I encountered in Kawakyaku. When the crimson fire smokes, seek your mirror. Bit enigmatic that. I wonder what it's supposed to mean.
Ilawilehinjum, Januki mesal, la kushumako.
All full up. Can't carry any more. This wooden firearm is almost an exact replica of a modern assault rifle. The artisan who made this must have had an excellent memory or worked from a model, perhaps a weapon stolen from Trinity.
Minkabet impinor, ma, inyume tujala, kapakon, vale, kumeni. Na esa aquí, leola, tanto sento kulkalata, dialkili,
Yotsale kushulma. Kenjantel khombaka. Sipileleti ushmukul tsikbaljet elubo. Ikilu tsakiptoba shujokel tiwinki al balcho. Mashukat kabeja kujajak tsektak maujatak tujol. Ikeleti hel mejalti al wabash hel tukshkakile. Tiel uzwa umejak hishkol wabei. Yotsale kushulmako.
Ujach humpikli kupahtale.
Mata sentu kultak. Leka.
Waminan lesh lala mat.
Sinobed mantats, kukahikok bateli.
Ahambisto.
Taknisbikin tilehukelo.
Nati. Desea. Mensajes.
Bulging eyes, fangs. This is Tlaloc, the Aztec god of rain and storms. In his gentler temperament, he's also the god of water and fertility, bestowing life and sustenance. But on the other side of the coin, he's responsible for thunder and lightning, hail, and the other destructive aspects of water, including erosion, affiliating him with caves, pools, and springs. Oddly enough, he lives in a mountain. His bird is the heron, but he's associated also with animals like snails, frogs, and other amphibians.
Tukultik janulak tilehelova. Levatelila. Hach tu hajil uyolob. Uchik uyolokob. Tukinil uyuchul konol.
I'm sure there'll be a solution to this conflict soon.
Uchak.
Beinog batel tambale.